Hello everybody, Jason of New Age Revolution Cave for the second of two videos. And this one I had no idea I was even making. Due up all night Friday, Saturday. I had no idea I was even making this one. The things just hit me. They just hit me, folks. And when they hit me, I got to come talk about it with you, my people. Bold with the 11-year-old, not the 11-year-old. I don't have an 11-year-old. At least I don't think so. Bold with the 8-year-old tonight. Finley is his name. We have our short summer bowling league. It's only 10 weeks. It's got like 2 weeks to go. Liam is at his baseball game, the team that I coach, but I cannot coach on Thursdays because I needed to spend some time with the Finster. So I have a substitute coach on Thursday nights. Well, Finley and I came home about 8:15 and the lawn still needed to be mowed and it was still plenty daylight out. So I jumped on the lawnmower and rode up and down the backyard. You might see some grass on my shirt and on my forehead maybe. And I got to thinking, it's summer here right now. It's probably upper 70s, muggy, but a little bit of a breeze. And it's 8:15, 8:30 while I'm mowing the lawn. And there's just a feeling in the air. A very good feeling. A warm, comfortable, I was going to say comforting and comfortable, all in the same. Comforting feeling as I mowed up and down, riding on the tractor, just mowing along. And I always search for those feelings. I always acknowledge them. You know, and tonight was one of those nights, but it got me thinking as I was mowing up and down. I could smell the grass, and we love that. And you take the smell of the grass and you combine it with the feel of the nighttime summer air. The pool is going, the calming hum of the filter, of the pump, of the pool. And it just gives you a feeling. But of course, for me, it takes me back in time. And as I was mowing the lawn, I was not thinking, oh, how I love 2024 and what a great place I'm in. And I don't think like that. Whenever I have these feelings of just, I go back in time and I wish that I was experiencing it back then. So when I was mowing the lawn, I was thinking, I wish this was summer of 1985. I wish it was summer of 1985 and the sound of the lawnmower was my dad in the front yard mowing the lawn and I'm downstairs 7, 8 o'clock at night, maybe watching some cartoons if I could find some, maybe watching Leave It to Beaver, watching whatever, getting ready to watch Tuesday Night Titans, I don't know, whatever. And then I pictured myself mowing my old childhood lawn, which I never did. I mean, my dad made me do it a few times with a push lawnmower. I was never really good at it. I didn't like to do it. So I didn't do it a lot. So I don't have memories of mowing my own lawn, but I envisioned myself mowing my own lawn back at the childhood home. And then it got me thinking further. I'm sitting there on my lawnmower thinking about 40 years ago. And the way the grass smelled in the early summer of 1985. And the way the lawnmower sounded in the early summer of 1985. And the way the warm air at night before the sun went down. The way that air felt in the summer of 1985, not in the summer of 2024, no. And sadly, I'm not sitting on the tractor thinking, what a great night I had with my kid. I'm not thinking that. I'm thinking, man, I want to go back in time. And I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's good or bad or depressing or not, but I started thinking, and here's the point of the video. Do you think our parents today in 2024 think about the 80s? Now, they weren't kids right? They were kids in the 50s. They were kids in the 60s. They were kids in the 70s. And my parents had me in 1976 when they were just barely 20. So they were certainly teenagers in the 1970s. Do you think our parents think about the 80s? You know, do they think about those warm early summer nights in the 80s? Do you think our parents sit around and think about, I remember when I watched MASH? You know, I remember when I sat on the couch when my 8-year-old was playing with his LJN figures and I sat and watched MASH. And those were the days, you know, when we had the swing set in the backyard and the Nova in the driveway, and $40,000 was enough to raise our family on. I miss those 80s. Do you think when my dad is mowing the lawn, do you think when your dad is mowing the lawn, he thinks about mowing the lawn back in the day? Or do they not have a back in the day? Right? I don't think when my dad mows his lawn, I don't think he thinks about mowing the lawn as a 12-year-old in 1960 something or 1950, you know, whatever. I don't know when my dad was born, but I don't think he thinks like that. I don't think he sits around and goes, I remember that lawnmower we had that didn't have a motor and you just kind of pushed it and the blades chopped up the grass, and then we painted the picket fence and chased a hoop down the street with a stick. And I don't think he thinks like that. I really don't. I think we are the only ones who go there. So are we the only ones who are stuck in this vortex of memory? Or am I the only one stuck in this vortex of memory? Am I the only one who's thinking, you know, I'm mowing my lawn and I got my wonderful children and I'm more in love with my children than I've ever been with any other soul on the planet. But man, I'd love to go back and relive it one more time. I'd trade it all if I could go back. Am I the only one who thinks I'm mowing my lawn in 2024 and all I can smell is the lawn in 1985? I can hear the tractor in 2024, but all I can think about is the way that lawnmower sounded outside of an open window back in 1985. While whatever was on TBS or USA was playing on the television. Am I the only one who thinks like that? I don't know. Maybe there was just something about tonight that brought me back in time. Not sure. Wanted to come on here and vent, ramble. This wasn't a vent, it was a ramble. It's hard to explain that feeling, but I thought about it tonight. I got close to that feeling tonight, but instead of being in the moment, I went back in time, as I always do. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night now.